So after microblading has been completed, I take my pigment applicator, dip it into the pigment, and gently rub the pigment into the skin. So what you're doing is you're allowing the pigment to absorb into the small cuts that you have created in the skin. I make a real effort to make sure when I'm rubbing the pigment into the skin, I stay inside of the outline that we created. So as you can see, I remove the pigment and you still faintly can see a residue of the blue outline. Now I'm going to take the pre-ink string and gently go over and connect each of the blue dots to re-outline the brow shape. During this process, you may see small amounts of blood or lymph. It is okay and very normal. What I normally like to do is grab a Q-tip and just gently blot away any excess lymph or blood. If you are experiencing this in excess, I recommend to use your numbing gel. Allow it to sit on top of the brow from anywhere from 3 to 4 minutes, and this will greatly reduce any excess bleeding and swelling that is in the area. Using the same pigment that you have used for the microblading process, I prepare my Trophy Beauty PMU machine, and I normally use a 1 liner. That one's going to give me a very soft finish for the combination microblading, microshading. You always want to start in the tail of the brow, stretch the skin firmly, and glide the needle in one direction, always using your fingers. You really want to be careful not to use your wrist because potentially this can oversaturate the skin. At times it may appear as I'm going back and forth against the skin, but I am in fact going one direction. So flick the needle going one direction using your fingers. I also like to work in a zigzag motion. I go from one outline towards the center, down to the bottom outline, and then I work my way back up. Always stretching the skin. As you get closer to the head of the brow, you want to use a tight stretch of the skin and less pressure. Once you remove the pigment from the eyebrow area, you are able to see how much pigment has actually been saturated into the skin. Going over the eyebrow area lightly again, shading with your machine in one direction. If at any time your client gets uncomfortable during this process, you may use a small amount of numbing gel. Allow the gel to sit on the skin from anywhere to 3 to 5 minutes. Using the Trophy Beauty pre-ink string, it's really going to help you get a very crisp finish when it comes to your shading and microblading. As you can see in the video, I'm staying within the outline that we've created with the pre-ink string. Your combination brow service is complete. Don't forget to take before and after photos to build your portfolio. Be sure to subscribe and set your notifications to follow Trophy Beauty USA on YouTube, and all of the products can be found at trophybeautypro.com.